By the end of this video, you're gonna learn how you can create winning $1 million digital dropshipping creatives. And no, we aren't just gonna be stealing other people's content like some of the Chinese dropshippers might tell you to do. So get in a quiet place, maybe throw on some headphones and stick with me here for the next few minutes as I take you step by step in this process. And I have some really cool stuff I'm gonna reveal to you. Welcome back to another video. My name is Tanner and I've been building and scaling e-commerce brands for quite some time now, recently with a big focus on digital dropshipping. And one of the most common questions I get is, how do you actually make creatives for this type of business model? And I agree, it can be a little bit challenging at first to grasp because we aren't just taking a physical product like this remote where we can just logically film this and its functions, because we are selling digital products. But we do have an advantage, and that's because we are selling problem-solving products that people need more than they actually want. So when it comes down to creating winning creatives for digital dropshipping, we focus on emotion spikes, and specifically the words we're using inside of our creatives, things that make people happy, excited, shocked, sad, anything along those lines that's gonna spike emotion and drive them to realize that we have the digital solution to their real life problem. So now what I wanna do is start off this process by hopping over on the whiteboard and mapping out an example of a winning niche and then a product idea, and then we're gonna break down a video 4-step winning creative method that I like to use, and then into some real life examples and creating some videos. All right, now the very first step we need to do here is actually create an example digital dropshipping brand. And remember, we're focusing on pain point niches. So in last week's video, I actually showed you how to find a winning digital dropshipping niche step by step. So if you haven't watched that yet, go back to that video, check it out, follow the steps, and then meet me here. And for this example, we're going to be focusing on the health category. So let's say we're in the health category. So people have many problems inside of health, whether that's losing body fat, gaining muscle, bulking. There's all kinds of different things inside of there. So let's just break it down into one of those specific sub niches. Just quickly on my mind here inside of health, could be something along the lines of losing fat for people 40 and up. And this could be broken down into a little bit of a cleaner, more specific fashion. But if we take this as our niche, we know roughly our ideal customer is people 40 years old that want to lose fat. Let's break that down into a product idea. So a product idea from here could be, a digital solution, something like a 4-week challenge. So let's break it down here. So this is just gonna be the basis, the framework, the full macro outside perspective of what we're about to do, which is break down my 4-step video formula for creating winning creatives for digital dropshipping products and brands. So whenever you create your niche, obviously if you haven't watched last week's video, I recommend that, because you're gonna be able to see exactly why we choose what we choose and then figure out exactly what you need to know before you move into making the creatives like we're doing inside of this video. And we focus on video content right now, and that's what we're gonna work on in this video specifically, because that's where we get the most organic reach right now for free. So on things like Instagram Reels and TikTok, we get to post video content and essentially test ads for free. Instead of going to a platform, let's say like Facebook ads, and we make a bunch of images, a bunch of videos, and we start running them, spending money and seeing, okay, which one's getting the best link clicks, whatever. Instead of just spending money right off the bat like that, we get to post on these organic platforms, take advantage of them. And there's some different strategies we use to manipulate those platforms to get organic reach, engagement, followers, and sales for free, which is incredible, which is why we focus on those platforms. Now, image creatives are very important, and there's certain ways to do it for our digital dropshipping brands, but this video is specifically about videos and how you can do this for free with TikTok and Instagram Reels. So what I'm gonna do is erase this right now, and we're gonna start the 4-step method to creating a winning creatives. Then we're gonna hop back onto my computer and get into some live examples and creation. So let's say we have here the product. I'm just checking my phone here. I just realized it wasn't even in frame. Let's bring it back down here to 4-week challenge. Boom, excuse my handwriting. The first piece of the framework that you need to follow before actually making your creatives is going to be your thesis. So 1 out of 4 here is your thesis. So this is gonna be the very beginning piece of your creative. This is what catches attention. This is what gets someone interested enough to keep watching through the other points we're about to go through that are gonna lead to you getting engagement and sales. And the reason we start with the thesis is because we need to catch attention. If you use platforms like Instagram or TikTok, even on YouTube, you know, the first few seconds are what's most important to getting someone to want to continue watching your content. So what we're gonna do and focus on for the thesis, we have our 4-week challenge here. We know it's for people 40 and up that want to lose fat. So we need to say something along the lines of basically touching on their problem. So you got jiggle in your middle, I got your back. Something like that. So let's say our thesis here, we're basically just stating their problem in a way. So let's say got jiggle. And again, this is also to qualify. It's another way to think about it so that we are catching the right attention, because something that I see happen far too often is people will make creatives for their digital dropshipping products and they're like, I'm getting traffic and engagement, but I'm not getting many followers or sales. And typically it's because they're attracting the wrong audience. They're not qualifying to who actually their ideal customer is. So if we know our ideal customer is someone 40 and up with, you know, fat, and we have solutions catered towards that, then that's what we're gonna focus on. So say you got jiggle in your middle, question mark, and you give them a little punchline to keep going. We got your back. I wouldn't say this is perfect end result, but it's something I would test. You wanna write down a couple different theses to get started here. So got jiggle in your middle, we got your back. So automatically someone who's gonna see this, they could be 20, they could be 50, they could be 80. You know, at this point, it's just a generic qualification specifically to the problem we are solving. So this is a good first start here. Now we can get into the second piece of our 4-step framework to creating winning creatives. So number 2 is going to be pain points. Here is where we basically make someone feel like we're reading their mind and kind of affirming that their pain points shouldn't be pain points. So this could be something along the lines of, you know, I think of who is the ideal customer? What are they dealing with? Are you feeling bloated, tired, and slow? Should not be an everyday occurrence. Got jiggle in your middle, we got your back. Feeling bloated, tired, and slow should not be an everyday occurrence. So those are the pain points. So we've qualified a little bit here, got attention. Pain points here is where we're touching on what their pain points are that we know of, and you really want to dive deep and know what their pain points are. You can do something as simple as looking up what are overweight old people's biggest pain points on Google. You're gonna be able to search through a bunch of different options and look into that. Now the third part of this framework here is the solution. Okay, so this is where we actually tell them what we do and how that can benefit them. So this is gonna be where we introduce our first solution. You know, we solve with digital dropshipping, we solve real life problems with digital solutions. That's kind of my tagline I like to use. So if we're introducing our solution here for the first time, we know this is a 4-week challenge. You know, for someone that's our ideal customer, 40 and up, too much fat or whatever, they're feeling bloated, tired, and slow way too often, you know, how can we kind of reset that for them? You know, we're gonna introduce it not as, you know, start our 4-week challenge today, because they probably don't want to do it, something that sounds like a challenge, that sounds hard. You know, we want to introduce it probably for that type of ideal customer in a way that's you know, not super difficult, something that they can follow easily and is not going to be completely out of line. Like if they eat pizza every day, telling them, hey, no more pizza, you have to eat chicken and rice every single day for the next 2 weeks. So we're gonna introduce it in a way, let's say, using the right recipes, blueprint. You wanna think of some different buzzwords of what you could call this. Instead of a challenge, it sounds like it's gonna be too difficult for them. So we're gonna use something, using the right recipes plan, you can reset your body in under 4 weeks without having to eat chicken and rice every day. Using the right recipes plan, you can reset, excuse my handwriting, sorry about that, reset your body in under 4 weeks without, remember, we're trying to read their mind. In sales with stuff like this, the best thing you can do in copy and emotion is make someone feel like you are reading their mind. So if you're introducing, you're saying, hey, if using the right recipes plan, you can reset your body in under 4 weeks. They're gonna be like, oh, it's probably gonna tell me to eat a bunch of chicken and rice and broccoli and this and that. So maybe we have a solution that is, we change it from a 4-week challenge to a recipe plan, a 4-week recipe plan that incorporates things that are still good. You know, maybe these are ideal customer, we know they like to eat things that are a little fattier or things that are sweeter. So instead of just putting them on a chicken and rice and broccoli diet, we put them on something a little more specific that uses creative recipes, that's digitally delivered. You know, it doesn't completely cut out some of the things they might like. So without eating chicken and rice every day, boom. And now the 4th point here of this framework that's very important is the call to action. So number 4 here, CTA, call to action. So for our call to action, what we're gonna do is do something along the lines of start your 4-week plan today. Start your 4-week challenge today. Start your 4-week transformation today. You know, we wanna, again, kind of tie back here. Let's just say start your 4-week plan today. Today, let's say we're using this on TikTok. Say start your 4-week plan today. And then we would put a call to action with the link. Click the link in our bio to get going. Something along those lines, or you can just actually put the URL if it's not something super long and complicated, like visit forchallenge.com. Pretend this is our domain, forchallenge.com. Man, this handwriting's horrendous. So now to sum everything up that we just worked on, we took a niche, in the health niche, we broke it down to a sub niche. We came up with a product idea, a digital solution to a real life problem, a 4-week challenge. We thought of our ideal customer across the whole time making this, where we have our thesis, that, hey, got jiggle in your middle? We got your back. The pain points, feeling bloated, tired, and slow should not be an everyday occurrence, or I don't know how often this is for people in our ideal customer, since this is just an example, but an every week occurrence, an every other day occurrence. Then we introduce our solution. Using the right recipes plan, you can reset your body in under 4 weeks without eating chicken and rice every day. Start your 4-week plan today. Visit forchallenge.com. And this is going to be a quick pace style video, probably no longer than 15 seconds, because the main purpose of this creative style is solely to get them to our landing page, to our website, or to our main social media profile that's gonna give them more and educate them about our brand, who we are, and what we do. Since at first, we're just taking advantage of things like Instagram Reels and TikTok, it's gonna be mostly new eyes, people that have never seen or heard of you. So the best thing we can do is get them interested and get them to consume more content, whether it's on the social media or the website, that's going to educate them about our solutions. But they are much more likely to become a customer over time if you have qualified them right and actually touched on their specific pain points. So now let's hop back onto my computer and go over some real life examples and create a video together. Okay, now I've done some heavy lifting here for you and pulled together 3 different styles of winning creatives that you can use for your own digital dropshipping brand. So let's hop onto my computer and go over them. Here is the first one. You see some stock footage, some text bubbles. They're following a certain script and then has a call to action. Starting your credit building journey today. So this one, I believe I actually got targeted as an ad on TikTok, but I wanted to share it because this is actually a very simple and easy style of creative to replicate for your own digital dropshipping brand. And what's great about this style of winning digital dropshipping creative is that we can replicate this super quickly using something like InVideo. So let's actually do that together for the example we have on the whiteboard. InVideo is great to use for something like this just because of the resources they have. 1, all the templates, and 2, stock footage, etc. There's many different things. So let's just go ahead here and type fitness because we know the niche that we're in and we kind of want to focus on that. We're going to choose vertical because we're going to be using this for Instagram Reels and TikTok. Let's go over here and see if any of these templates catch our eyes so we can just create something in a couple of minutes and cater towards our specific niche. All right, let's just try this one out here. Use this template. All right, so they have a pretty simple editor here. I am definitely no expert video editor. In fact, I'm not even editing the video you're watching here right now. on YouTube. But this seems to be a decent template that we can at least start with. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna change this and start off with our thesis. And you have, what do we got on the whiteboard? You got jiggle in your middle, we got your back. So we need to replace this footage here actually, this media, with something else that just better fits what we're looking for. So let's actually delete that. Let's go over here to video and let's search fat belly and see if anything comes up here. Oh yeah, my goodness gracious. Trim it to scene. I mean, this is a little bit raunchy, but you gotta catch attention to catch attention, baby. All right, let's drag this out. Yo. I mean, it fits the thesis. Now we just gotta make it a little bit cleaner here. Also, I'm not a huge fan of this element color, so you want this to fit your brand colors, of course. But let's just say we wanna fit with something like a red and a black theme. Now let's edit this text a little bit for our thesis. So we got jiggle in your middle, question mark. We got your back. And let's focus on the other text we have. What we want to do, introduce our other points, our pain points. So what you want to do is outline your pain points. Feeling bloated, tired, and slow should not be an everyday occurrence. So like I said, one of the great things here about InVideo is the ability to use all the stock footage here. And you can see most of these, you have to be a premium user, but you can start off literally at $15 a month and get 25% off right now if you use the link and code in my description to get started with InVideo. And maybe you have a few friends that are trying to make creatives as well. You can actually get one account, get 25% off, and all of you can use an account. You can add as many team members as you would like to your single account. So let's go back here. This seems to fit. You got some granny panties, trim video to scene. Remember, the main purpose of the footage you're using here is to kind of fit your ideal customer. So, you know, in this niche, in this product, and our ideal customer, you know, it's not going to be the prettiest, footage in the world, but it needs to really cater towards what we are trying to achieve. Feeling bloated, tired, and slow should not be an everyday occurrence. So you can see how that clip fits into our ideal customer's pain points without eating chicken and rice every day. And then we'll replace this with chicken and rice. We want to get something that looks boring. Add. So I've just pieced together a very basic video so far, but it's 27 seconds, so we need to cut this down. So let's bring this down here to, we want to aim for around 10 to 15 seconds. And honestly, for me, I don't like to use animations when using this type of creative, because if we look back, we can see how this style doesn't focus on super fancy transitions. Instead, just on very simple cuts, focusing on the words, the copy. Because again, just touching back to earlier in this video, we don't have something like this remote to just take videos of and record it with its certain functions. We instead are focusing on catching attention of our ideal customer to show them and introduce our solutions for their problems, and that they need our product more than they want it. So this is a great style to use, and you can get started on InVideo right now for less than $15 a month for the pro access and get 25% off using the link in my description. So check it out if you want to. You can share it with your friends and add them as team members to your account. You can also get started for free if you don't want to use the pro plan just yet, but you won't get access to all that stock footage that is very important for digital dropshipping creatives. And what I want to do now is reveal 2 more examples of winning creative types for digital dropshipping that I've found on TikTok that you can replicate today. So let's get into it. So this is kind of a funny example, but it's following a trend, and using your face or someone's face is always a great route to creating content for your digital dropshipping brand as well. But I know not everybody is comfortable with doing that, which is why I recommended and showed you how to use something like InVideo, just taking advantage of stock footage. Now, when using a trend like this and showing your face, that is something that you can outsource. So like an ad like this, I can hire someone to create UGC, which stands for user generated content, which is something that honestly I take advantage of 9 times out of 10 when I'm creating a new digital dropshipping brand, because I don't need to be the face of everything. I'm the face for my own personal brand and the products and services that I offer to help entrepreneurs start their businesses, but I'm not necessarily gonna be the perfect person to be creating content for this niche that we created in the example, because our ideal customer is people 40 and up with jelly around the belly. So we would want to hire hire someone that can relate to that audience to create UGC for us. Now, a good option for this is something like Billo or Viral Ecom Ads. They create UGC, or you can go to somewhere even like Fiverr, Upwork, hire someone for pretty cheap to pretty much just film a video. So I could hire someone to film using that script I just sent. They film a little selfie video, then you can cut it up. Got jiggle in your middle? We got your back. Feeling bloated, tired, and slow should not be an everyday occurrence. Using the right recipes plan, you can reset your body in under 4 weeks without eating chicken and rice every day. To start your 4-week plan today, risk-free, just visit the link in our bio. That's an example, someone filming some UGC. And the third one here is an anonymous method, which is just using other items, other props that are going to catch attention that you can use to still incorporate some of these things. The main framework is always going to be the thesis, the pain points, the solution, and then the call to action. Let's say you only do the first 3 steps of the framework, and people aren't gonna know what to do after. Maybe they liked your video, it was entertaining to them, but if you didn't point them into the right direction afterwards, then they're not gonna go to your store. They're not gonna like the video or anything like that. You need to point people into a certain action. So you can see, for example, this is an anonymous ad where they're using their phone as a prop, saying, okay, this website changed my life. I got a money job in tech. And then, they reveal the site. So, you could say, okay, for here on the top, this right recipes plan reset my body in under 4 weeks. And then you reveal, a little sneak peek or a mock-up of the digital product, whatever it is, the website, anything that's gonna get attention. And this strategy here that they're using is to increase the watch time, because one of the ways we manipulate success with free engagement on TikTok and Instagram Reels is by increasing our watch time, because these platforms want to keep their users on it for as long as possible. So if we can keep someone to watching our videos, spending more time, then the social media's algorithm is much more willing to push it to more people, because they're spending more time consuming this content instead of just scrolling right by it. So that is how my team and I creates winning digital dropshipping creatives for our brands. And if you want to learn more in-depth strategies and see exactly step-by-step how we're doing everything A to Z in this business, you can go ahead, click the link in the description to digitaldropshippingmastery.com, which is going to show you the full curriculum of my mastery program. We already have killers in that Discord group, 6- and 7-figure earners inside of the digital dropshipping space. So if you want to kickstart this process in digital dropshipping and get more advanced support, then click that link and I will see you on the inside. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, gotten tons of value from it. And what's more important to me is that you actually utilize this content and take action on it. And if you have any questions about this stuff I've talked about, you can leave a comment, but also reach out in our free Discord community, which I'll leave a link to in the description of this video. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a big like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.